Hey guys, FineBoy601 here, coming at you guys with some Tehran Highway gameplay footage in the IFE to talk to you guys about what we will be seeing for Armored Kill or the next DLC. So, after E3 we got a lot more details about Armored Kill. First we got a tentative release date, it will be sometime in September. Knowing DICE will probably follow what we saw with Close Quarters, where the first week of the month PS3 will get it, and then the premium users for 360 and PC, and it'll just continue on like that. We also learned what we'll be getting with Armored Kill. We'll be getting 4 new maps, one of which will be called Bandahar Desert, and it will be the largest Battlefield map in Battlefield's history. My only concern with this, though, is for us console players. We only have 24 people, and compared to PC 64, it may feel a little like a desert. If DICE hopes to make these maps compelling, they're going to have to really focus on their map design. Maybe hark back to the maps of like Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, where they had 24 players, but they're still able to deliver an excellent experience just through focusing the combat in certain areas, like around the flags. It was a lot of fun. If you ever played that game, it was probably one of my favorite online. It was my first personally for Battlefield, but it was wonderful. They also announced new vehicles. These include, or 5 new vehicles. These include rocket artillery, tank killers, ATVs, and an AC-130. DICE has said that the rocket artillery will be quite frail, but able to dish out a lot of pain at long range. As for the tank killers, they'll pretty much be like a mixture between the infantry fighting vehicles and the main battle tanks, where the bases of the vehicles will be it will be a fast IFE, but then the turret will be off the main battle tanks. These are the ones I'm most excited for, just because I'm a huge fan of the IFEs, and anything that has maneuverability of an IFE, I really, really like. The ATVs will be just like they were in Bad Company 2, where they have 2 people, 1 dude driving, 1 dude sitting on the back. That's pretty much all that vehicle was. The last and probably the vehicle we know the most about currently is the AC-130. Now, the AC-130 won't be pilotable, but instead it will fly on a pre-programmed track around the map. This should add like a really interesting dynamic for the jets. Now, instead of just the jets sitting up there circle jerking each other, they can attack and defend the AC-130, though it'll probably end up being just a circle jerk around the AC-130. And you may be wondering, like, if I can't pilot it, how do I get up into it, and how does it get up into the air? And that's a wonderful question if you're asking it. One of the flags on the map will be the AC-130 spawn thing, and all you have to do is capture it, and then it will be selectable in the spawn menu. When you do that, one of 3 things will happen when you select to spawn in it. The first is you'll be spawned into the 105mm M102 howitzer, or the big fucking bang as I like to call it, or you'll be spawned into the 44mm Bofors. It's that rapid fire. It's the rapid fire gun that will be there. Or the last thing that'll happen is you'll spawn and you'll just be thrown outside, and you'll be able to parachute down onto wherever you are. Now, another thing about if you get spawned in the gunner's positions is that anytime you can press the Y button or whatever your alternate fire button is when you're in vehicles, and you will switch to a 360-degree anti-air gun position, so you can defend yourself from any jets that are trying to attack you. Another thing that DICE announced was that each vehicle will have its own persistence, also known as the unlocks. Now, when I heard this, I was really hoping that the ATV will get a persistence, and I'm really hoping it'll get like dual forward-mounted machine guns, and you can just drive around like mowing people down. Because let's face it, that's what you really want to do. Another thing that was said was that because this is a vehicle-based expansion, we will not be getting any new guns, and this is also because we just got Close Quarters, and that was packed full of 10 new guns. And the last thing we found out was the new game mode that will be included in the pack. It will be called Tank Superiority. It'll probably be like Air Superiority was in 1943, where 2 teams start at a spawn where it's like completely saturated with whatever vehicles. I suppose in this one it's probably going to be saturated with tanks, maybe the tank killers as well, and then you have the whole map just to duke it out with. And that's all the news I have about Armored Kill. If you like this video, comment, rate, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube-ness. And I'll be putting out a video probably pretty soon on flying. So yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day.